thus ending what era that followed the Civil War? Rocky River.
The Reconstruction.
Is correct. The red square on this chart of the periodic table covers what metallic element used to control the speed of neutrons in nuclear reactors. Its symbol is Be. Canton Central Catholic.
Beryllium.
Is correct. This 1965 Plain Dealer headline recounts the first U.S. spacewalk, which was part of what NASA project named for the fact that the spacecraft held 2 men? Shelby.
Gemini.
That is correct. Project Gemini. That ends the round. We're going to be back with more questions and answers on Academic Challenge right after this.
I not only use all the brains I have, but all I can borrow. There are risks you have to take as a business owner. Insurance isn't one of them. Rely on the knowledge of Westfield Insurance and a trusted advisor, your independent agent. Represented locally by leading independent insurance agents, Westfield Insurance is very proud to bring you Academic Challenge, because supporting youth is another way we're protecting your future.
Do you know a high school athlete who's great in the classroom, community, and in the playing field? Then nominate them for the McDonald's Student Athlete of the Week. Wednesdays at 6, we'll recognize an outstanding boy and girl. Log on to make your nomination. Brought to you by McDonald's.
New Swiss Secret. It's cholesterol-free, trans fat-free, and 70% reduced saturated fat. How do we make New Swiss Secret taste so great?
It's a secret.
Let's welcome and meet our team advisors from Canton Central Catholic, Jennifer Wheel and Marilyn Fun, from Rocky River, Brian Frew, and from Shelby, Phil Pearson. It's time to get back underway with our Hot Picks round. One at a time, I will ask each team 8 questions. A correct response is worth 20 points with no penalty for a wrong answer. Any team answering all 8 questions correctly will receive 25 bonus points. First up is Rocky River. I'm going to call on Tom, the captain from Shelby, to pick the questions. 1, 2, or 3.
Let's go with number 2.
Okay, number 2 it shall be. Now, Joey, Andre, and Ed, you don't have to buzz in. I've got the questions here, and we're going to begin with this. Most colleges are open every year, but what political college is in session only once every 4 years to select the president?
The Electoral College.
That's correct. Because a 16th century explorer claimed he had seen armed women along South America's longest river, the river was given what name referring to woman warriors?
Amazon.
That is correct. Because the news was late in arriving, what great battle of the War of 1812 was fought in Louisiana 2 weeks after the peace treaty had been signed?
New Orleans.
That is correct. Take a look at the monitor, please, for a science question. If the frequency of a sound wave is increased, will the period of the wave increase, decrease, or remain constant?
Decrease.
Decrease is correct. The Third Servile War, or the Gladiators' War, are both names applied to the revolt led by what Roman slave in 72 BC?
Spartacus.
That is correct. One American book that has never been out of print since it was published in 1868 is what novel about the March Sisters, a semi-autobiographical work by Louisa May Alcott?
Little Women.
Little Women is correct. Take a look at the monitor, please, for a math question. If Q equals 4, what is the value of P?
1.
1 is correct. Now, Rocky River, this is for the bonus. When Elizabeth I died, her throne passed to King James of Scotland, the son of what queen who had been beheaded on orders from Elizabeth?
Mary, Queen of Scots.
That is correct. You got the bonus, Rocky River. Our second team tonight is Shelby. I'm going to call on the captain from Canton Central Catholic, Lewis, to pick their questions. 1 or 3?
1.
1 it will be. Garth, Tom, and Alex, you have a chance to get the bonus if you answer all of these correctly, and we're going to start with this question. It took more than 100 years, but salvagers finally managed to raise the sunken Confederate ship H.L. Hunley, which was what type of ship, such as the later German U-boat?
Submarine.
That is correct. Massachusetts has many bewitching tourist attractions, including what witchcraft city where Arthur Miller set his play, The Crucible?
Salem.
Salem is correct. Although its ancient African name meant savage, what largest of the great apes is usually docile in captivity?
Gorilla.
That is correct. Take a look at the monitor, please, for a science question. Which of these numbers roughly equals the distance of the Earth from the Sun?
93 million.
That is correct. Not many West Point graduates end up in prison, but that was the fate of what man jailed for his role as president of the Confederacy?
Jefferson Davis.
That's it. Did you say David?
Davis.
You said Davis?
Yes.
Then you got it correct. An anti-British literary critic might describe as so-so the just-so stories of what imperialist British author who also wrote Kim?
No answer.
Rudyard Kipling. Take a look at the monitor, please, for a math question. Solve for x.
9.
9 is correct. And your final question. What fourth Chief Justice administered the presidential oath of office 9 times during his tenure from 1801 to 1835?
John Jay.
Close. John Marshall. Looking for John Marshall. Well done, Shelby. Final questions come out of envelope 3, and these are for Canton Central Catholic. Gentlemen, we're going to start with this. On the Great Seal of the United States, the eagle does not merely rest on its perch. It clutches what sort of branch that symbolizes peace?
Olive.
That is correct. One inventor who did not profit from his most famous work was Eli Whitney, who gave up trying to protect his rights to what invention that revolutionized Southern agriculture?
Cotton gin.
That is correct. During the War of 1812, a group of New England dissidents met in what Connecticut capital to discuss secession from the Union?
Hartford.
Hartford is correct. Take a look at the monitor for a science question, please. Of these 3 processes, which one best applies to the action of oils hardening in oil-based paints?
Oxidation.
That is correct. A thief's hot goods might be even hotter if they were hidden in Quito, the capital of what South American country, through which the equator passes?
Ecuador.
Ecuador is correct. What Mississippi-born author who won the 1949 Nobel Prize had worked as a carpenter before he started building such novels as The Sound and the Fury? Need an answer.
Twain.
William Faulkner. Take a look at the monitor for a math question. What is the value of this expression, giving your answer as a positive integer?
13.
12. Looking for 12. Final question. Although there are now many Japanese Americans, the first official immigrant from Japan to the United States did not arrive until what year when the Civil War began?
1861. 1861.
Your first answer was 1860, so I cannot accept your second answer of 1861. But well done, Canton Central Catholic. We're going to be back with more Academic Challenge right after this.
All men by nature desire knowledge. From the field to the supermarket and everything in between. Agribusinesses rely on the knowledge of Westfield Insurance. Represented locally by leading independent insurance agents, Westfield Insurance is very proud to bring you Academic Challenge, because supporting youth is another way we're protecting your future.
My goal was a job in healthcare, but I didn't know where to start.
Our goal was to hire well-trained people, but where would we find them?
I needed the right education and training.
We appreciate quality training, and we reward it.
I went to college where the best people study.
We went where many of our best employees got their training.
Tri-C connected me to my job in healthcare.
Tri-C connects us to great new employees.
Got spring fever? Lighthouse has the cure. With 10 spa models priced as low as $19.88, but no more than $49.99. Purchase any Artesian or Sundance spa and get our exclusive 30-day money-back guarantee. Want more? Round pools start as low as $5.99. Oval pools from $19.99. Installation just $1.99. Plus pool tables, priced from $5.88 to $19.99. Outdoor patio sets start at $4.99. Only at Lighthouse. This is the life.
For Academic Challenge information on the web, log on to newsnet5.com and click on Education.
Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Before we continue, let's recap the scores. In third place right now with 350 points, Canton Central Catholic. In second place with 360 points, Shelby. And in first place right now with 490 points, Rocky River. But it's time for the grab bag round. And in this free-for-all, each correct answer is worth 20 points. A team will lose 20 points for a wrong or no answer. There are also some visual questions worth 30 points, but an incorrect answer is going to cost your team 30 points. This is for all three teams. Everybody, hands on your buzzers. Let's begin with this. You'll never look at your cell phone the same way after you read Cell, a recent novel by what master of American horror stories? Shelby.
Stephen King.
Is correct. Michael D'Antonio has written a sweet biography of what American who founded the Pennsylvania candy factory in town that still bears his Canton Central Catholic.
Hershey.
Hershey is correct. It was in the 17th century that people first referred to what colorful tape to describe bureaucratic rules that delay and Rocky River.
Red tape.
Red tape is correct. Take a look at the monitor. Depicted here in this elaborate carving is what V-initialed Hindu god known as the Preserver. Rocky River.
Vishnu.
Is correct. In James Barr's novel, Peter Pan lost what image of himself when Mrs. Darling put it? Rocky River.
His shadow.
Is correct. If an 80-foot building casts a 60-foot shadow, how tall is Canton Central Catholic? 100. Actually, that casts a 15-foot shadow. I had to finish the question. It was 20 feet. America is named for Amerigo, the first name of what explorer? Canton Central Catholic?
Vespucci.
Is correct. Take a look at the monitor. Belief in magic is older than writing. This was the belief of what African-American woman whose own writings include their eyes were watching God? Rocky River.
Zora Neale Hurston.
That is correct. There are many shades of gray, including a color that takes its name from what sort of carved monsters that serve as water spouts on medieval Canton Central Catholic?
Gargoyle.
Is correct. Studies have shown that people who live at very high altitudes have adapted and now show which of these traits: smaller lungs, larger kidneys, or more red blood cells? Rocky River.
More red blood cells.
That is correct. If you read Oliver Lafarge's novel Laughing Boy, you'll be reading about what large tribe of Native Americans located in the Southwest? Canton Central Catholic.
What is it?
We are out of time, guys. That's the buzzer. Let's see how the teams did. In third place this evening with 370 points, Canton Central Catholic. Second place with 380 points, Shelby. Stand up, Rocky River. You are our winners tonight on Academic Challenge with 610 points. Be sure to join us next week as we feature teams from Ashland, Highland, and McKinley. I'm Adam Shapiro. Thank you for joining us tonight. We will see you next week for another Academic Challenge. Good night, everybody.
Academic Challenge has been brought to you by Westfield Insurance.
Cash Explosion Double Play. Buy a Cash Explosion instant ticket and you could be on it.
Congratulations, you won $100,000.
Cash Explosion Double Play. Saturday night at 7:30 right here. Cash Explosion Double Play. Your chance to win thousands.
Attention all clutterbugs. DIY Network is looking for America's biggest pack rats. If you live in miles and miles of piles, send a videotape of your chronic clutter and you can win a visit from me, Carl Champling.
I think it's a good idea that we utilise all that space.
Your videotape could be the key to a clutter-free castle. To enter, visit DIYnetwork.com and look for America's biggest pack rat. It's time to clear the clutter.
At Safe Auto, we provide immediate coverage 24/7, and I do mean 7.
He thought he could start a policy only on the weekdays, but with Safe Auto, you can do it on the weekends too.
Minimum coverage you can afford, hours that make sense.
He couldn't believe I faxed his proof of insurance on a Sunday. You know what I told him? No problem.
Do you need affordable minimum coverage? We're standing by 24/7.
Play it safe, Safe Auto. Extended live coverage of the Cavs on News Channel 5 beginning at 6.
What's lurking on your kitchen counter? We're gonna take you to the scene of the crime and dig up the dirt. Uncommon mistakes that could make you and your family sick.
Consumer specialist Angie Lau is on your side, uncovering what you can't see.
Would your kitchen get shut down by health inspectors?
Most homeowners, they don't even think about it.
5 steps on how to keep your kitchen clean, safe, and violation-free.
Sunday at 11 on News Channel 5.